before you travel, you need to watch this video. How to start traveling as a Nigerian. In case you have a dream to travel someday, or you want to travel like right now and you came on YouTube to search for this, you're in the right place. So I'm going to guide you on how to take your first trip as a Nigerian. Or in case you plan to travel, this is what you should know before you travel, especially if you are thinking of applying for that visa. Yeah, maybe don't apply for that visa yet and watch this first. Hi, Sarah Lale here, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. In case this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, you're welcome. And my subscribers, it's been a while I posted a long form video, but I have over 500 subscribers now. Thank you so much for staying with me, and I hope you love this video because I want to make more long form videos that you like, that are travel centered. So if you love travel, you want to learn more about travel, you want to travel as a Nigerian, you love this space. I will be sharing videos from my trip. I have my Qatar video, so you should go check it out. And then I'll be sharing like a lot of travel tips and things you should know, because I am a traveler. I love travel. I write about travel. I have a travel blog, and I also own a travel agent where I help people travel, apply for their visas. So you definitely love this space. So subscribe right now if this is your first time watching me, and then let's get into it. So first of all, as a Nigerian, traveling for us is not very luxurious because we are usually judged based on our passports and based on what a lot of people have done that are not even us. So people with green passports, we have very low reputation with our passport. Our passport is one of the lowest in the world. So when you present your green passport, you are already scrutinized and they're already looking at you like, this one wants to jackpot, this one is not planning to come back. So they ask you a lot of questions, and your visa has to be pristine, proper, well done. If not, they will deny you. They don't waste time to deny you, even if you've paid a lot of visa fees. As a Nigerian, if you want to travel, or before you travel, you should know about travel history. Travel history is the number of places that you have been to. Travel history determines if you are going to get the next visa. So that is why you cannot just apply for any visa. So imagine that this is your first time and you just want to apply for a US, UK or Schengen visa or Canada visa, and you don't have travel history. It's harder. I know that there are people, there are exceptions of people who have applied for the first time for these visas and gotten it, but they are very low compared to people who have been denied. So I would advise you as a Nigerian that you should not apply for those visas. In fact, you can't even apply for South Korea and Japan visas if you don't have travel history. So how do you build travel history? You build travel history by going to countries that you don't need a visa for, and countries that will not scrutinize you as much as a Nigerian. And also you can visit countries that are handled by agents. If you visit these countries, you'll be able to build your travel history. Now I'm going to make separate videos for these countries, but I'll cover them a bit in this video. But also I do travel Tuesdays every Tuesday, so you can check my Instagram page, my TikTok page, or you can just come on YouTube, and in my YouTube shorts you will see my travel Tuesday video. Every Tuesday I am always sharing a travel tip, visa tip that you should know, so you should definitely check it out. All right, so what are the countries that you should definitely visit as a Nigerian? You should visit Benin, Togo and Ghana. Like, that is the first place to start as a Nigerian that wants to visit, to build travel history. I have videos on how you can do this, but if you don't know where to start from, we have a group trip coming up in September 15 to 20, 6 days, 5 nights, Benin, Togo and Ghana, just 1.1 million naira. If you have that, you can build travel history. And in case you've always dreamed of traveling, you should start here. We are going to visit the choicest places. We are going to be in the best hotels. We are going to go on adventures. This is going to be the trip of a lifetime. And if you already know me, you know that I like to go big. So everything we are going to be doing will be luxury. We are going to stay at beach clubs, and we're going to stay at hotels with bathtubs that give you that luxury feel. So you're going to have fun, you're going to be well rested, and also your breakfast is taken care of. If you want to join this trip, you can reach out on Instagram at theavidtravelco, or on my personal Instagram, or just send me a message to this WhatsApp number and we'll get started. All right, so if you start with those countries, you are right on time. There are also other countries that you can use an agent to do, like Qatar, Singapore, Bali in Indonesia. So these countries you can visit even if you don't have travel history, but you need an agent. I've also spoken about this in my Travel Tuesday, but you can always reach out to me if you need the services of an agent for those countries. Even if you don't have travel, that means if you've never visited any country before, you can visit these countries with the help of an agent. Another thing again you should know is that there are also African countries that you can visit even if you don't have travel history. They are called visa-free countries, like Rwanda, Kenya. You can also visit West African countries like Senegal, Ivory Coast, and so on. So there are lots of countries that you can start with before going to those big ones. And when you have gone to all of those countries, like when I applied for my first France visa, I had already visited Benin, Togo, Ghana, Rwanda, Kenya, and Uganda. So by the time I would apply for my France visa, it was so easy to go because I already had travel history. So this is very important. Another thing again that you should know if you want to start your travel is money. You need money because after you have built travel history and you want to start applying for visas, a lot of visa officers scrutinize your money. Money is like a very big factor. I have so many videos on my Travel Tuesday about your bank statements and everything, so you should check it out, but I'll definitely do another long form video on it. So you need your bank statements to be well put together, and you need to be making consistent money. Even if you're not making consistent money, save up and ensure that your paper trail shows your savings. All of these things are very important in order for you to enjoy yourself on your trip too, because you don't just want to go on a trip and go and suffer there. Like, this is vacation. And also you need to have a mindset shift. Like, when you are planning a trip, don't plan for one big luxury vacation, because the money that you spend on one big luxury vacation, especially if you don't earn a lot of money, that money you spend on one vacation, you can spend it on several vacations. There's also something you should know about multi-country trips. I have like articles about this on my blog, but I'll also do a video on it. Like, it is a way you can visit multiple countries for the price of one. So let's assume that it's something I do a lot. So you want to visit Benin, Togo, and Ghana now, or you want to visit Benin alone, why not visit Benin, Togo, and Ghana? Or you want to visit Rwanda alone, why not visit Rwanda, Kenya, and Uganda? This is something that I have done a lot, which I would also advise that you can do. That way you can save up money. There are some countries that you can go by road between them, so you can take a flight from Nigeria to Rwanda, because most of the issues that people face with travel and money, especially as a Nigerian, is the flight price. Flight prices are always on the high side. So one thing that you can do is to take a flight to a place like Rwanda, then travel by road between Rwanda, Uganda, and Kenya. Another thing that you can do, let's assume you have the money to go to France and then you want to visit other countries. You can take a train to Belgium, you can take a train to Netherlands, like that. So it is always important to know how to do multiple countries. That way you can save money. And also, when it comes to visas, you also need to ensure that you earn consistently. And if you have a business, pay yourself a salary so they can see that there is a consistent money. That is what makes them approve your visa. Not just that you have a lot of money, but that consistently you are earning money. Now, that's not all. Another thing again you should know when you want to travel is that there is something called transit visas, especially as a Nigerian. See, now there are some Caribbean countries that are visa free for Nigeria. I think even Maldives, you can visit Maldives without a visa. You can visit Barbados without a visa. So I think for Barbados, Air Peace is currently like taking a direct flight to Barbados. That is very good. Why? I think it is very expensive, like 7 million naira for flights. Imagine. So, but if you want to go for a more affordable amount, you need to have transit visa. And there are also some countries, for example Mexico. When I visit Mexico, I cannot take a direct flight from Nigeria to Mexico, so I need a transit visa. So imagine you get one visa and you don't have a transit visa. They will not allow you to go to where you're going. That is how crazy it is. So you cannot just get to the airport and say you want to board Mexico flight. No, you need to go to Paris first or France first, and then from France you now go to Mexico. So that's why you need to understand transit visas. So any other thing that you want to know, let me know in the comment section, and also look forward to more travel videos like this, where I'll be sharing all you need to know in order to have a wonderful safe flight as a Nigerian with a Nigerian passport. And if you need more tips on traveling, go to my visa guide, especially on visas. Go to my visa guide on thehavidinspire.com, or just read about my experiences and you'll be able to learn more on a particular destination. So tell me, what country are you planning to go to, so I can give you one tip that will help your journey to be smooth. Ensure to subscribe. If you need my travel agency services, reach out. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.